Hello class 7. Let's start the new chapter in civics, lesson number 2, directive principles of state policy. What are directive principles? Directive principles, they are actually guidelines. They are guidelines or directions to the state or to the country and for the welfare of the citizens. These policies are given in our constitution, and every state or government has to follow these policies for a smooth running of a country or a state. These policies are very important. And what are the purposes to follow or to when our country got freedom, when our country attained independence, it had a number of problems like poverty, illiteracy, backwardness, social discrimination. All these problems were there in our country. Directive principles are as important as fundamental rights. Fundamental rights, they are rights for the citizens. Directive principles, they are also made for the citizens of our country. But indirectly they are right, but directly they are the instructions or directions to the government. Okay, and it is based on the principles of equality of opportunity, equitable distribution of wealth, and public responsibility for those unable to avail themselves of the minimal provisions for a good life. Directive principles of state policies are given in Article 36 to 51 in Part 4 of our Constitution. There are, how many articles are there in our Constitution? There are 395 articles and 12 schedules. In last chapter only you studied 395 articles and 12 schedules are there, and they are divided into 22 parts. And Article 36, among them 36 to 51 is about directive principles of state policies only. The purpose of directive principles of state policy was to solve the problems of poverty, illiteracy, backwardness, social discrimination. Social discrimination means poor, rich. That is called what? Social discrimination means no similarity in society. And third one, and next one, poor condition of health and nutrition, which we inherited from the British in 1947, which was given by the Britisher only. They left all these problems in our country. Our constitution makers had to solve all these problems first to make our India as a welfare state where everybody should have job, opportunity of livelihood, and nutrition. A good nutrition should be given to each child, and health, good health of each citizen. They also give a positive assurance. These principles also give a positive assurance to the people for a bright future. Now, nature of directive principles. Directive principles are not enforceable in the courts of law. It means if any government is not following the policies given in directive principles, no citizen can challenge it in the court that yes, this government is not doing the work properly, and like that citizen cannot challenge it in the court. While if your fundamental rights are violated, we can challenge it in the court that this right has been violated, and the court also entertain for this. But in directive principle, they are not enforceable. We cannot go to the court against of any government in the performance. If any government's performance was not satisfactory, or we are not satisfied with the performance of any government, we cannot go to the court. As it is given in book, the court do not entertain any case for the failure of government to comply with these principles. But yes, we have one power of voting. That time, if any government fails for the welfare of the citizen, government is not doing the work properly, not providing job, then next time after 5 years we can use our right giving vote. We will not choose the government which has not done work properly already. Next 5 years we will not choose again. We will not choose the same government. That is the power we have, that we can use. Here also it is given, for this reason it is said that these directive principles are only manifesto of aims and aspirations. As you all have noticed, before election a number of candidates, they start promising the people, we will do this for you, that for you. But after winning election, what they do? They do very less things for us. But we cannot go for in the court for that. This candidate, this government promised this to do, but they are not doing. So for this we do not go to the court. This is called directive principles. But if they really do, if after winning election, government, when they make their own government, that time if they fulfill their commitments, then obviously the state or the country will become a welfare state. One more line here it is given, directive principles have been compared to the New Year's resolution. They are like New Year resolution. We also take a resolution. This year we will wake up early in the morning and we will study for 10 to 15 hours. This type of resolution we do. But when days go on, pass on, then what we do? We start doing the same pattern as we used to do in previous year. This is like that only. But this is only one side of the picture. The Constitution lays down that these principles shall be fundamental in the governance of the country, and it is the moral duty of the government to put them into practice. That is these principles are the moral duties of the government. They should do for the welfare of the people. The directive principles may be considered as conscience of the Constitution, moral of the Constitution. These directive principles are the measure to judge the work and the performance of every government. See the meaning of directive principles. Directive principle, this is given here This is given in Article 36 to 51 in Part 4 of our Constitution. These are directive principles because they are meant to be directives to the government. They are instruction to the government. They will work for all levels of people of all levels of India. They will work, government will work for them. Okay. Now second one, here it is given manifesto, written statement of beliefs, aims and policies of organization, especially a political party. Manifesto, it is issued when elections occur. That time candidate or political party, they issue their manifesto or promising letter type, that we will do this for you. That type of a letter is called manifesto. Our constitution provides us 6 fundamental rights. 6 fundamental rights for each citizen of our country. They have right. First fundamental right is right to equality. Right to equality. The state shall not discriminate against any citizen on the grounds of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. They should be equal. The citizens should be treated equally. Second one, right to freedom. Freedom of speech. Assemble peacefully, form association, movement from one place to go another, can go, citizen of our country can go anywhere, any part of the country, to settle or reside in any part of in India, practice any profession or occupation. They can practice or practice any occupation of their choice. Assemble peacefully. They can assemble anywhere peacefully. They are this is the right of the people. They have this right. They are given to the citizens by the Constitution. Third one, right against exploitation. If, see, traffic in human beings, child labor and forced labor of Third one, right against exploitation, traffic in human being, child labor, forced labor or beggar. They all are come in this category, right against exploitation. If someone force you to work somewhere, it shows what? It shows beggar, where persons are forced to work somewhere without paying money. Okay, without money, if someone is doing work somewhere forcefully, it means that is called what? Forced labor or beggar. Now fourth one, right to freedom of religion. It means we are free to follow any religion. We are not forced to follow especially a particular religion that should be followed. If somebody forces us to follow the particular religion, we can go against of it in the court. Okay, because there our right is exploited. Okay. Now fifth one, cultural and educational right. Cultural and educational right. We are free to follow our culture. Okay, we are free to follow our culture. Under this right, all the citizens have the right to conserve their right and culture. Okay, they can follow and they can conserve their culture. Now fifth one, right to constitutional remedies. It means if any of our right is violated, okay, is not followed, for that, in that case, we can go to the court. Now These are the differences between fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. Now, first difference is fundamental rights are justiciable. Justiciable, that is, the Supreme Court and High Court have power to issue orders or writs for the enforcement of the fundamental rights. If your rights has been violated somewhere, you can go to the court, and Supreme Court and High Court will entertain. Okay, while directive principle of state policy, they are not enforceable or justiciable. Here it is given, no child can get free and compulsory education through court if the state is not providing. If state government is not providing compulsory and free education, then court will not force for it. Now, second one, the fundamental rights are in the form of limitations upon state action. For example, a person who is arrested shall not be denied the right if the person has done crime, and also and the government has witness for this. He has done, but still he is allowed to hire a lawyer. Our government will provide a lawyer for him. Okay, this is his fundamental rights. While directive principle of state policy are the instructions to the government to do certain things and to achieve certain goals. For example, the state is directed to secure the citizen economic assistance in case of unemployment, old age, etc. Now, third one, the chief aim of the fundamental rights is to establish a political democracy, while the chief aim is to establish a social and economic democracy. Fourth one, the fundamental rights can be suspended in the important point. The fundamental rights can be suspended in case of national emergency. If there is an emergency in the country, that time this fundamental rights can be suspended, while directive principles cannot be suspended at the time of emergency also. Okay. Now that's all for the day. We will continue this chapter in next video. Thank you.